What is up? This is that GTA fan 720, and if you're like me, you probably frequently set up new computers. You might either have a computer that you fix for someone else, or, well, probably most people don't do that. Maybe you bought a new computer, or you got a new computer off someone else, and yeah, it's nice, but it's kind of slow, so you go to factory reset it, or reinstall Windows, whatever. Yeah, either way, you have some new computer, and it's completely barren. You don't really have much stuff on it. So what do? Well, I have the ultimate solution. Normally, if you get a new computer or just a computer you need to install a bunch of stuff on, you would go to the individual websites for things like, Java and Firefox and, 7-zip, VLC, all this kind of stuff that you normally would always download on pretty much every machine you set up. Whether it's all of your computers, or if you're setting up a computer for someone like a gift or something, and you want to, you want to have it all set up for them. What's an easy way to do this? Well, I have the solution. Open up your delicious web browser, go into the URL, and type in ninite.com. And once you do this, it should pull up a website that says Ninite. Install or update multiple apps at once. Click enter. Click enter. And then once it loads up the website, then we should get this magic list of many beautiful applications. So what this is essentially a program called Ninite. It's not even really a program. It's basically just a script. You download a 300 kilobyte file, which is very, very tiny, and you use that file, and essentially what it does is you just check off all the applications you want. So let's say I want Chrome, I want Firefox, I want TeamViewer, CD Burner, let's see, what do I want? I want 7-zip, VLC, Audacity, Spotify, all the runtimes. Just download all those no matter what, because you're going to need these anyway. I want Visual Studio, I want WinMerge, Notepad, GIMP, Paint.net, Malwarebytes. Let's see, I want Steam, Google Earth, Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive, and yep. So these are all the apps that I want. So basically, you just go through this process of checking all the apps that you want, and then once you're done with that, you just click Get Your Ninite, and it will download your custom script that has all, it even says up here, this installer includes all of these programs. So if you see all of these programs, it'll pop up, it'll ask you to save, like where do you want to save it. Of course, this depends on your browser, whether you have your browser set to where it automatically saves it in the downloads, or if you choose it. I'm going to save it on the desktop, and I have a couple other Ninites on the desktop, but we'll just ignore those. It'll have a really long string name with the first few programs you selected. You can just rename it to just Ninite, or Ninite Updater, or whatever you want. Something where you can remember what it does. I usually always rename it Ninite Install Update, as you can see right here. This is my actual Ninite that I use. But I'll just leave it the name it is. I'll click Save. Now if we go to the desktop, as you can see, it takes literally a couple seconds to download. I don't know if you can see this against my my blank wallpaper. Hold on one sec. If I open this up, and let's do... There we go. Okay, so now, as you can see, we have the Ninite right here, and it basically just has the little logo. It used to look like an N. I don't really know what this logo is, but it's a big blue thing. And you basically take that, big blue thing, and you basically just click on it, and it will prepare you for the setup. It'll ask for admin permissions. Just let it, because some of these programs do require admin, so it just asks you for the whole installer. And as you can see, it downloads everything. I have most of my stuff up to date, but as you can see, it shows everything that it's doing. It'll download all of this stuff, and it'll just basically queue up the installers one by one in the background. You don't see any of that. You don't see any installers popping up. You don't see any of that. And another nice feature about this program is that if you don't like when you go to install a program, it always asks you, hey, do you want to install this really dumb toolbar? or whatever, basically it ignores all that. So anytime, an installer comes with a toolbar or some other program that you don't care about, it doesn't do any of that. It just does the exact programs that you selected to install, which is very nice. So it's also a great way to keep all the bloatware and all the crapware off the system, at least for the programs that you install using this. And you can actually suggest other programs to be added to the Ninite list, and if it gets enough recommendations, they will add it. Although one thing I've noticed over time is that they seem to, they'll take away some programs and they'll put some other programs up, so it seems like, certain programs will get a higher priority over others. But there are some things that are pretty much always going to be there, like, web browsers, runtimes, tools, etc. But yeah, this is a very easy way to keep it. And the great thing about this is, like I said, it's just a script, and it always grabs the latest version. So as long as you keep this installer, you can literally just run it like my habit is that I basically just run it about every month, and it will automatically update everything to the latest version, because all this is a little script that tells this program to grab the latest version of whatever something is off the actual servers. So it will never grab something out of date unless it literally just released it less than an hour prior. But very quickly it will get lists of everything. Excuse me. It'll get a list of everything that has been updated. If we go back to the Ninite website, it actually has lists of everything that it's updated. So if we go up here, always up to date. There's also many businesses that Ninite and all the many things actually really like Ninite. So as you can see, it has everything that's been updated, and it has all the reviews. It's a very useful tool, and it doesn't require any kind of special thing. It works on Windows XP or higher. So it works on Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows Vista, and Windows XP. And it'll even work on the Windows Server version. So if you're running a server, then you can still use this to install and update all the free applications. Or at least, again, the ones that are supported by Ninite, which is a pretty big list. We even have stuff like antivirus, and we have developer tools, utilities, a lot of other stuff. It's a very in-depth, complex package, and it's great because it's literally just click the one you want. You literally click 3 buttons, and then you have a bunch of applications that you use every day, and they're all here. It's a very great tool, and I always recommend it to anybody who wants to use it. And as you can see, this installer is already finished, so we basically just close it. And once in a while, it'll run into something where it detects a newer version because it hasn't been updated yet or something. Or in this case, it skipped OneDrive because it's built in on Windows 10, in my case, because I'm running Windows 10. And .NET, it says install failed because I need to reboot the system to fully get that installed. And so yeah, it's basically very nice. You don't have to be constantly restarting. You just install all the programs, do one reboot at the end if you even need to, which most of the time I'd recommend you do a reboot anyway, and then boom, all of your programs. Now, not all of these I got from Ninite, but a pretty decent chunk of them I did, all these programs. So yeah, this is that GTA Fan 720 signing out. I hope you enjoyed this great tech tutorial, and I hope you all have a good one. Thanks for watching.